Silence is not peace. Silence is what comes after everything breaks. Not the loud kind, not the kind that screams, the quiet that stays. It arrives slowly, after the thoughts are exhausted, after the tears dry, after the anger burns itself out. Silence feels clean at first. No noise, no questions, no explanations, just space. But space becomes heavy, because in silence, you hear yourself, not your voice, not your words, your absence. You notice how empty you are, how little is left inside. Not sad, not angry, blank. You move through days without resistance, without desire, without direction. People talk to you, you answer, but nothing lands. Laughter sounds distant. Pain feels theoretical. Love feels like a memory from another lifetime. Silence is not calm. It is numb awareness. You are awake, but you are not alive. You exist in a narrow space between breathing and living. Time passes, but you don't. You start to realize something terrifying. You could stay here, not because you want to, but because it's easy. Silence doesn't demand anything. No hope, no change, no effort. Just continuation. Day after day. Silence becomes a room. No windows, no doors, no light. Not dark enough to be dramatic. Not bright enough to be hopeful. Just gray. You sit inside it. And at some point, you stop looking for a way out. Not because you chose to, but because choosing feels like too much. Silence isn't loud enough to scare you. That's why it's dangerous. It feels neutral, acceptable, normal. But inside silence, slowly, quietly, you disappear. Not in a moment, not in a collapse, in erosion, piece by piece. Until one day you realize you don't remember who you were. Not the happy version, not the broken version, nothing. Only the quiet, and the quiet feels endless. This is NOX. Not darkness, not pain, silence. Silence changes the way you see the world. Colors fade first, not literally, but emotionally. Sunsets don't move you. Music doesn't reach you. Memories don't warm you. Everything becomes informational. You register it. You process it. You move on. Nothing stays. Silence removes weight from things that once mattered. Birthdays, conversations, promises, dreams, they lose their gravity. You watch your own life as if it belongs to someone else. There is no resistance, no fight, no desire to escape, just observation. You start to speak less, not because you have nothing to say, but because saying things feels unnecessary. Words are for connection, and silence convinces you connection is optional. You become efficient, functional, predictable. You wake up, you perform, you return, you sleep, and in between, you feel nothing pulling you forward. No hunger, no fire, no urgency. Silence is comfortable in a dangerous way. It asks for nothing. It promises nothing. It simply allows you to continue existing without questioning why. And that is where it deepens. Because without questions, there is no movement. Without movement, there is no friction. Without friction, there is no growth. Silence smooths everything out until you become smooth too. No edges, no sharpness, no intensity, just surface. At some point, you realize something subtle. You haven't felt time in weeks. Not slow, not fast, just absent. Days stack, nights pass, but you don't mark them. They don't leave a trace. And that is when silence stops being a state. It becomes an identity. You're not inside silence anymore. You're silence, and the world continues around you as if nothing is missing. But something is. You.